This is my proposal for a leisure centre in Bridgend, which also links in with my UN goal of good health and well-being. So looking at where would be the most suitable place to build the new leisure centre, and through my research, I believe the most suitable place would be in Porthcawl. This is because the nearest leisure centre to Porthcawl is 4.5 miles away, although it is lacking a lot of facilities, as it only has a swimming pool. Therefore, the nearest full facility leisure centre to Porthcawl is Bridgend, which is actually 10 miles away. So here is a rough floor plan of the leisure centre and the things I would include. So we've got an inside multi-use court, physiotherapy, a cafe, etc. And I will go into more depth about these. So I think one important thing to include would making sure that everything is accessible to disabled people. So I would include ramps. This would provide essential access throughout the leisure centre, which would allow wheelchair users and individuals with limited mobility to navigate spaces like entrances and changing rooms independently. Another thing which I think would be good to implement would be a pool lift, which would enable individuals with mobility impairments to enter and exit the pool safely, which will increase the participation in this swimming and water therapy. This inclusive feature will broaden fitness options and it supports really people with disabilities. So by incorporating ramps and pool lifts, the leisure centre kind of fosters an inclusive environment, which would encourage participation in fitness and social activities for individuals of all abilities. I would also like to include a cafe. So offering healthy food at the leisure centre will support visitors' fitness and nutrition goals. It'll help them enhance their recovery, performance and overall well-being. And I think it's great to provide nutrient-rich options like protein smoothies, salads, as it offers a holistic health environment, which will boost member satisfaction and loyalty. So in most typical leisure centres, you'll also have a gym. This will enhance the leisure centre as it promotes physical and mental health, which will appeal to users of all fitness levels. I'd say it will broaden the centre's community reach and offers the convenience of combining various activities in one place. Additionally, gyms generate significant revenue through memberships, day passes and personal training services. So obviously you've got to have a pool as well. I've said to have a 25-metre pool, as that would offer versatility, because it's accommodating to all types of people, like casual swimmers, fitness enthusiasts, and also competitive athletes. It's ideal for lap swimming, training, and hosting local competitions, which will attract swim clubs, and obviously that then will raise the leisure centre's profile. It would also be good to include a children's pool, as this will enhance the family appeal, providing a safe space for children to play and learn to swim. This makes the centre a popular family destination, especially on weekends and holidays, which will increase the foot traffic and promote longer stays. An aqua gym would also be good to have, as it offers low impact exercises, which is perfect for people with joint pain or arthritis, or if they're recovering from injuries even, which will obviously then further the centre's appeal. I think that having physiotherapy would also be a good attribute, because it would probably enhance the value of the leisure centre, as is kind of offering a holistic approach to health, integrating fitness with recovery and injury prevention. An AstroTurf would offer all-weather durability, making it ideal for all year-round use. Unlike natural grass, which can be affected by rain, mud or heat, so it requires minimal maintenance, which will actually reduce the costs in the long run, as it doesn't need watering, mowing or fertilising. It's also suitable for various sports like football, hockey or rugby. So it would attract diverse user groups. I know some leisure centres also have a function room, so it would offer numerous benefits, as you can transform the venue into a multi-purpose hub, for social, educational and professional events. So it kind of extends the centre's services beyond health and fitness, and it'll allow for a wider range of activities like wellness workshops or community events. So I've created a profit and loss forecast to see whether the leisure centre would be financially successful. And the gross profit margin is at 89%, which would indicate the centre keeps a large percentage of its revenue after covering direct costs. So that kind of reflects efficient programme and service management. So the net profit margin is 7.7%, which means that only that of the total revenue is retained as profit. But while this margin might seem modest, leisure centres generally operate on thin margins and they rely on volume to drive profitability. So this profit and loss account demonstrates that while the leisure centre has high initial costs and ongoing expenses, but careful management of costs and maximisation of revenue streams can provide solid profitability. So I've collaborated with Richard Lewis, who is the CEO of Celtic Leisure. Therefore, he's had several years of experience in this sector. Obviously, Celtic Leisure is a company who owns multiple leisure centres in Port Talbot and Neath. So from the interview I've carried out, I've discovered, what to do, what not to do. So in a way that's affected my decision making by my budgets and what kind of services I provide and what doesn't work out. So overall now I've covered everything I'd like to cover, and I just think it'd be a really good thing to invest in, as a leisure centre does just promote health, fitness and well-being by offering a range of recreational, sports and social activities for all ages, and it provides an accessible space for exercise, wellness programmes and community events, which would then foster social connections and encourage an active lifestyle, which is obviously just really important. So thank you for listening.